let's elaborate a little more. What does really mean anava? Achnaa v'shiflut hanefesh. First, surrendering completely to Hashem. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Who is me and who is Hashem? I can even talk about myself and Hashem in the same sentence. I'm really not like Avraham. We are nothing. David, Moshe and Aaron, we are nothing. We are warm. We descend on the ground. We are air. That's it. A person has to look at himself. I am really nothing. And it's every second of your life. Not sometimes yes, sometimes not. Sometimes you're nothing, sometimes you're something. Depend on the mood. Always I'm nothing. Always. להיות נבזה בעיניו. You look at yourself, what a loser. You did not achieve anything yet. No Torah, no derech eretz, no correction of the traits, no charity, no modesty, no chesed, no integrity, no honesty, no hard working, full of laziness, full of horrible Hashem Yerachem thoughts. You look at yourself like that, you say, wow, there's such a long way to go. I did not improve. Shfal ruach. Rach levav. Ruach nishbara, low spirit. Meaning when someone speaks against you, it doesn't even bother you. He's right. Who am I? I'm nothing. He happened to be right. What do you mean? He's not supposed to talk about you like that. So what if you're poor? I don't care, I'm poor. And he's right. He said that you're nothing, you don't know any Torah. He's right. Compared to this rabbi, I don't know anything. Compared to that one, even worse. So what's the problem? He said the truth about me. The son-in-law of Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal, Rabbi Tendler, he said yesterday in a shul, he said, my father-in-law, everybody knows that he was an expert and great in humility. Very, very humble. But when it came to Torah, he always, when he learned, not always, he didn't say always, he said many times, that's the right word, many times, he said, my answer is better than this rabbi's answer. I put 3 days into it. I opened all the sources. I put more into it. I learned it more. I brought more sources in my answer than he brought. My answer is more accurate. So how does it go together when you're the most humble person on earth? You never even think to be proud in any way. And when it comes to Torah, my answer is better than this answer. How do you explain it? When it comes to the Torah, you don't have permission to modify the Torah just because you want to be humble. That's not your Torah. You represent Hashem. It's one thing you want to be humble. If somebody asks you, tell me, is it true you finished the whole Talmud? And it's true. You finished 5 times. You don't say, what's wrong with you? I finished 5 times. You're asking me about 1 time? Shame on you. No. You say, what difference does it make? Finish, not finish. There's a long way to go. No, come on, tell me the truth. You finish the Talmud? One day I will. Be'ezrat Hashem. How many masachtot you finish? Barely 1 or 2. What do you mean? People say you know the whole Talmud. Don't believe people, they exaggerate. I wish I knew 1 masechet. That's no problem. You did not bring Hashem down. You did not modify the Torah. You did not make people lose the truth. It's about you. I'm nothing. By the way, even that, it's not always permitted. Depend where you are. If you come to a city when everyone is Am Haaretz, you come to a city, you're a visitor. Nobody knows what to do. The person over there that is in charge of the community, everything he says is incorrect. He's mamash making his community making sins. and you down to earth. You don't want to push your nose into other people's business. That's not true. It says clearly, במקום שאין איש, you have to be the man. You get up. Rabbi Magid Miduvna, it was the Chevruta of the Gaon Mivilna, over 200 years ago. It was the greatest speaker of the generation. Thousands of people came to hear his speeches. He used to give beautiful stories and parables. But nobody knew how people look. There was no Google yet. You want to know how somebody that you just heard on the radio, how he looks, you put his name and you see his images. Back then, there was no way to know. So, the Magid Miduvna happened to be in a town in Europe. He arrived there as a visitor and he see flyers, handmade. There was no printing yet. Oh yeah, there was printing, but not to make flyers. So he saw people put signs on the wall. On Shabbat, the Magid Miduvna will speak in a big synagogue. The Magid Miduvna say, I don't understand. I did not tell anyone that I'm going to be in town on Shabbat. How did they put a sign that I'm going to speak in a synagogue? Nobody here knows me. I've never been in this town. Out of curiosity, he went on Shabbat to the shul, and he see a rabbi, a faker. He pretends that he's the Magid Miduvna. He say to people, I am the Magid Miduvna. Why? Instead of 100 people showing up, 1,000 people show up. They think that you're the Magid Miduvna, and that rabbi thought, I'm just as good. You see, someone come and say, I'm Rav Ovadia Yosef. After 10 minutes, everyone will know you cannot be the dirt of his nail. It will take 10 minutes to realize. Best case scenario. But if you're really good, if you know just as much as Torah, but nobody knows you, you're anonymous, and you come and you say, I'm Rav Ovadia Yosef, assuming there's no Google now. Wow, Rav Ovadia came to town. Immediately 1,000 people come. So in the end you tell them, by the way, I was joking, I'm not Rav Ovadia, my name is Moshe something, Cohen, but I hope you enjoy my lecture. Please forgive me for telling you I'm Rav Ovadia. I only wanted you to come to listen to Divrei Torah, and I didn't know how to attract you. Some will forgive, some will not. Okay. So the Magid Miduvna is sitting for an hour and a half on Shabbat when he gives the speech. And he did not say anything. He even enjoyed the speech. The last 5 minutes, he got up. He said, excuse me, that's not true. It's against the Torah what you just said. No, where does it say it? Here. No, it's not true. That's not what it means. It means something different. Who are you? I am the Magid Miduvna. What do you mean you're the Magid? I am the Magid Miduvna. No, you are a faker. I am the real one. In front of everyone. Everyone looks at him. What's going on here? Wow. The rabbi cloned himself. to Magid Miduvna. Then in the end, he said to them, the real Magid Miduvna, say 2 verses that are not connected to each other, and ask him to give a speech to connect between them and our speech, and then ask me, any 2 verses you're going to give from the Tanakh, I'll give you an hour speech and I'll connect them beautifully. So when they gave them 2 verses, this guy after 2 minutes got stuck because he wasn't prepared. It was spontaneous. And the Magid Miduvna started, and right away people realized who is the real diamond and who is the cubic zirconia. So they asked the Magid Miduvna, we don't understand. How come for an hour and a half you did not say anything? You should have said from the first minute, hey, you faker. Why you let us waste an hour and a half listening to him? So he said to them, you don't get the point. I have no problem that he used my name to give Divrei Torah, as long as he said the truth. Once he teach the opposite of the Torah in my name, this I cannot tolerate. Up to now, he did not make mistakes. So, what do I care? People learn Torah, the whole thing is for me, big deal. Now when he begins to say nonsense, all these things that he said, this I cannot allow. You understand? Same thing over here. Anava, you feel that you're nothing, but if there's nobody there and somebody has to stand and say something and prove his knowledge in Torah, now it's the time to do it. Don't hide and let people make sins.